They must have been in my house. Even got the baby on there, and I don't see him that much. I've got some notes jotted down, and I won't take about 30 minutes out of it. I guess I'll just mostly read them. Seems like my knees are shaking. Well, I will sit down while I do this. One day my mom told me they're talking about building a new church at Skyline. I said, oh, I've heard that old story before. Evidently, folks were serious, and shortly Brother Elmer cleaned his feed store out, and we had church there until the basement was finished enough to move into it. I was cold down there in that basement. Better wish you wouldn't hear it that time. That old pot-bedded stove didn't make it as comfortable as these new units we have nowadays. And one day my mom, I knew what she was going to say. She said, I'm thinking about moving my membership to Skyline. If I do, will you go with me? And I said, yeah, I'll go. I had been going to church I hadn't been going to church for a while. I had gone to church all my life. Mom was saved in 29, and I was born in, see, that might be wrong. I think I got my mom older than me. No, Mom was saved in 29, and I was born in 32, and she had me in church from a baby on up. And I'm still in church. My son was a little fella at that time, and he needed Sunday school real bad. And he needed to learn about God and Jesus, and how someday that he would need God and Jesus for himself. And I'm so happy to tell everybody that he was saved last year or year before and baptized. And that has been the best gift that I have ever received. I know I have been to church all of my life. I've been taken to church, and I felt like he needed to hear about Jesus for himself. I can remember when I was going to Sunday school, I loved it dearly. And I got a card for going to Sunday school. It had a pretty picture on it, maybe an angel and a Bible verse. And I was so proud to get that to take home with me. All we had at home was the Bible and the Sears Roebuck catalog. So that card meant so much to me. Looking around, we have a beautiful church. But it didn't come easy, not a bit easy. there was hard work to pay the banker. The banker don't wait on you long. And the older ladies cooked hamburgers and hot dogs and sold those on Saturday night. Sometimes they would auction off a quilt. And that was work within itself. And one Saturday, we got up early. Al and Juanita and myself took 2 loads out to Sand Mountain to pick cotton to go on their payment. I can't remember how much that was made. Not a whole lot, I'm sure, but we had a good time anyway. We took a picnic basket with us, and I guess we ate more than we picked. I guess I have my numbers wrong. I did finish good. There was one time, or every time before the bank got ready to send us a dun, our pastors would get up and say, I want the ones here today that will give $100 to line up across the front here. And you wouldn't believe it. The line went from the door to this side over here. And $100 back then, you didn't come by very easily. And when I saw all those people lined up, tears came to my eyes because $100 that time was a lot of money. But we always made our payment. And I'm just so proud to say that I'm part of this church. And this is a card, God-loving church. Since the church was built, you have held us up through times of good times, laughed with us during the loss of our family. Our family's down to about 4 people now. And you cried with us during the loss. And you laughed with us during the good times. That's the kind of church that I want to be a part of. Amen. Since the church has been built here, we've had 16 pastors. I guess one had 2 terms. And some of them we liked. Some of them we didn't like. One Sunday, I'm just hitting the highlights. One Sunday, I was sitting with Inez, that's CL and Nita Kay's mom, and she was a little bit older than me, and I felt like she was more a sister than an aunt. We had good times together, and I said to her one day, or she said to me, whichever, they're buying a organ down at Letcher. And I said, well, we don't need one. I'm not gonna pay a dime on it if they do that. Our singing was the best in the district anyway. But Brother Saul's, no, Brother Knowles was the daddy of that idea. And one Sunday he got up and he said, it's been called to my attention that we need an organ here. And I knew, I wasn't sitting with Inez that day, but I knew what she was doing on the back. She had one bad eye, and I looked, I didn't have to look, I knew what she was doing. She had that bad eye closed and she was laughing. You know, sometimes it's hard to eat crow. Brother Knowles got up one Sunday shortly after that, and he was telling us all about we're going to get that new organ and how proud we was going to be of it. And I've been thinking that we need Sister Pearline to take charge of that. Oh, me. You don't know, but I wanted to run up on that stage and give him the nod on the side of his head. But we got the organ. And I can't remember how it was done, but it's something that stick with me, and I almost lost my temper over it. And when Brother Sanford was here, it got missing. And till this day, I don't know what happened to it. Since Brother Skipper has been here, I've done just about everything to keep out of church, I guess. I broke my hip, I've been down with my back, and I went Monday for an epidural, but I don't think it's any cure, unless God does it, and I know He can. Amen. And I can't be here every time like I used to. Especially on Sundays. I try to be here all I can, and at night especially. It's dark, and Sil and Sherry followed me home one night to see that I got there safely. But one night I was by myself in foggy, and I passed my driveway 3 times before I found it. I was talking about being crippled up, and they say, well, you're 85, and you know, they didn't have to say that. I am 85, but I don't like it. One night, they say that you don't have anything to worry about when you get to that age that you do. I got up one morning and I thought I didn't set my clock today. I hurried around and came to Sunday school, turned in, there was no cars. I thought, well, I'll go back home and wait a while. I went back home, waited about 30 minutes, came back up here, no cars. And I checked my clocks and my calendars and my TVs, and it was Saturday. I didn't tell that around for a long time. I did tell it later, but in a few weeks, the same thing happened. I drove up here, there's no cars. And I went back home and I called my brother's house and Eunice answered and I said, are y'all not going to Sunday school? And she said, no. And then I said, well, why not? I was fixing to get on to her. And she said, it's Saturday. That's about all I've had to worry about. It's not what you call brain dead, it's just getting a little forgetful. There's a lot different being brain dead and being forgetful. Somebody must be getting old over there. You might forget what day it is too. But I'm honored to be 85, and I'm especially honored that I can still come to church. I feel like your family, because you've always been there when I couldn't help myself. And I want to thank all of you, and I ask you to pray for me and my family. And I guess when the Lord comes, I'll be just as happy as I would be in going any other way. And I want to thank my family and a very good friend that came with Courtney. And I love all of you, and please pray for my forgetfulness.
Get a picture, please.